This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and we're going to continue appreciating some of the decks from the Online Magic Players Tour. Pros Tour. So I'm used to the Pro Tour, and now it's called Players Tour, and they're both abbreviated PT. Bear with me, I didn't make these rules, you know who did. And yeah, this is a deck from Dennis Chan, a one-of-a-kind, a Sultai graveyard sort of turbo Uro deck that tries to fill the graveyard with Merfolk Secret Keeper, Glowspore Shaman, Mire Triton, Timurit Calls the Dead, Ashiok Dream Render, and then from the graveyard bring back Silver Smoke Ghoul. Yeah, still trying to make M21 cards work. What a mad lad. 2 and a black 3/1. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained 3 or more life this turn, return the ghoul from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. 1 and a black, sacrifice the ghoul to draw a card. That's a nice little engine, a free 3/1 potentially, and if you get it while getting back Uro, that's pretty strong, so I can see the appeal. Then we have 2 Ashiok Dream Render and 2 Demonic Embrace and 27 land. The Demonic Embrace being able to be cast from the graveyard and make Uro fly is kind of charming. The Rotting Regisaur, just smash, you know, but I mean, we can definitely see some issues with this deck. And I'll tell you right now, spoiler, I'm sorry, Dennis Chan. You didn't win any matches at the Pro Tour. 0-4 and out. F's in the chat for the Brewer, trying to play in the Team of Reclamation metagame. F's in the chat. A moment of silence. But I still want to appreciate the deck, and if nothing else, let's give them the CGB boost. So, what would I do with this deck for best of 1? It has no removal. Just 0. Absolute 0 removal right now. And it's playing a card that I have a lot of trouble with in best of 1, which is Thought Erasure, which is just too slow. It's 2 mana, it takes your whole turn. The Surveil isn't card advantage. The card you take is often redundant because all the opponent's cards do the same thing, crush you. And yeah, you also often have to pay 2 life to cast it because of all the all the shock lands. So the adjustments I want to make, I want to pop out the Thought Erasures. I would add them to the sideboard, but I forgot to do that. I want to get in a little bit of removal with Eliminate, and I want to get in Duress instead, because I actually do think Duress is better right now. You can take their Claim the Firstborn or take their Embercleave. In the matchups I see the most, those are the most punishing cards. And I'm going to trim 1 Ashiok Dream Render. I'm just going to roll with 1 of that card. And that's going to be my adjustments for now. But I think when really looking at this deck, I don't like Enter the God Eternals because it's too slow and the opponent uses Witch's Oven and you never gain the life. At least that's how it feels. Casualties of War is for decks that go bigger. If you play against more ramp, you'll want the Casualties of War. Noxious Grasp, too many non-targets. I would need a way to turn it into real cards. What I really want here is Disfigure. Disfigure is a 1 black instant, so you can play it on the cheap. Kill the cards that are going to take over the game before you get to do your giant Regisaur stuff. So yeah, from the larger card pool, I might add Disfigure to the deck. But this is how we're going to play it in some best of 1 Magic here today, and see if we can get some freaking wins for the Fallen. Poor Dennis Chan. Dennis Chan, you brewed, and you paid the price, but you will not be forgotten. I think we're going to start it out in unranked just to get a hang for the deck, because I think if I lose 2 or 3 games of ranked with this right away, I'll probably tilt and then not want to play it, and I do want to feature it because I like to show you guys different decks that I wouldn't otherwise play from time to time, and that is one of the benefits of net decking. You get to try things that you otherwise wouldn't. So let's dive into the unranked just to get a feel for the deck and maybe other changes it might need. If we crush everything, we'll definitely play some ranked. So diving in, nonsense, gonna begin. On the draw, this hand is strange, but I'll try it. Oh, we've got a helloer. Your go. Let's go. And no, I don't feel bad. True fans know the your go. Alright, Simic Flash? Okay, Leafkin Druid? I don't know what's going on. It's fine. I'm gonna find out. Endray's Forerunners, Thassa, Hydroid, Krasis. What a load of stuff. Alright. Well, we got the Regisaur. We don't have any self-mill options. Get the Yorion. Not going for the Thassa. Let's put the pressure on, I suppose. What else can you do? You gotta go after him. You gotta give him the treatment. Besides, we can discard the Ghoul, we can play the Uro, gain the life, bring it back. Thassa. Mutasa. Alright, Ghoul down. Let's play Uro. Another Duress, that's nice. We can go fetch a black with this. I think that's fine. We can play this tapped. Attack first. Make the opponent decide whether or not to chump block the 7/6. We know at least there are 3 creatures. So this isn't exactly the deal of a lifetime, but maybe they drew a spell. It's like an all-creature hand. It might be an all-creature deck. At least that's the impression I'm getting. Oh yeah, hit a spell. Champion, champion, champion. Alright, 4 cards in the graveyard. We need to get to 5 to bring back an Uro. And the opponent with no play, they're gonna tap the Regisaur. That's why they didn't Krasis. They're scared of the Dino. If I play... Let's get rid of the land. We'll draw another. See? What'd I tell you? Alright, that's pretty good. Attack. So, we gained 3 life this turn, so behold the power. Actually, let's do this first since I plan to do it anyway. Go get more blue. You can sack the Ghoul, draw a card, and get it back. Now we're going to end up discarding card to Regisaur anyway, but that's fine, because filling the graveyard is nice. Could have paid 2 life there to have the ability to sacrifice this again. I guess there might be a time and place for that. And the opponent's not playing the Krasis, they're still on the tap your Regisaur plan. Alright. Another Ghoul. Discarding that to Regisaur makes it kinda easy, but we're gonna be playing this anyway. Get him. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring out the Titan. Remember the Titan. Uro. Uro will not be forgotten. Ever. Because he's freaking busted. Alright. Endray's Forerunners? No, there's still not even enough mana for that. What a weird deck. Just a little bit of ramp, none of the things you want to blink, and a sad Krasis, and a fine finality, and an Omen of the Sea. Duress actually mattered a lot. It took a lot of wind out of their sails. Thought Erasure would have been pretty slow. Could have hit more things, but would have been really slow. There's the Crazy. Don't blink it, don't, okay. Well, I mean, you could blink it for fun there, if you're an absolute maniac. But if you blink a Krasis, well, you'll see. Bad things happen. Weird hand, but worth a try. A lot of tap land going on, though. A lot of tap land. Yeah, I think we just go fetch the green source and play a turn 2 glow spore and save the rest of the action. We need to find Uro to start gaining the 3 life to get the ghoul back. The ghoul can be discarded to the Regisaur. Jeskai. Oh, alright. Fans know that your go. I will respond to all hellos with your go. If you're a true fan, you know that I still love you. Do I want one of these? So much passage. I guess I do. I mean, they kind of replace themselves. They go right back to the graveyard. I'm leaning in. It's a thing. Like, people said in comments they wanted a code, like, so that I knew, so that fans, like, could show that they know who I am when we play against each other. Well, here you go. You say hello, I say your go. That's the code. If you want to your go me back, that is fine. Or you can say nice, whatever. Don't care. This is gonna be no fun. Exile my ghouls. Alright, well, we're on a tap land situation. I guess I can secret keep. Not a lot of fuel there, but all you're really looking for are Uros and ghouls. Opponent has a Narset in the graveyard. I don't think I have a way to get rid of that. We don't run Scavenging Ooze. All we can really do is try to draw Duress.
I'm brilliant, so do try to keep up.
Spells your opponent's cast that target a creature or planeswalker cost 2 more. Yeah. Lame. Frickin' Super Friend decks. Alright, if we bring back an Uro, the opponent's going to use an Elspeth Conquers Death. We could pay 4 mana to eliminate this and take out the Kasmina. I think that's kind of lame, but it might be the best use for Eliminate that we see, and then the opponent can't use the Elspeth Conquers Death because there are no targets. So I think that's a little better. We're not exactly getting ahead, but we're not falling dramatically behind.
Members burn too hot.
And we give ourselves time. It would be nice to draw a Duress and hit this. Or I can play a Ghoul and just plan to sacrifice it when the opponent plays the ECD. But obviously they're a Planeswalker deck. They're probably going to play a million Planeswalkers.
Compassion and understanding above all else. Think, then act.
I mean, discard Aether Gust. They're staring at an Uro and they discard Aether Gust. That's bold. Yeah, we play this and we have black mana open, right? I'm just gonna get the fetching out of the way. We could also play the Mire Triton, but it doesn't pressure this enough to kill it. And we do need a lot more cards. Besides, the opponent might not actually know that the Ghoul has text on it that lets me draw. That Narset, this Narset, though, coming back is a huge problem. Takes away all my cool Uro tactics. Anytime. Disgusting. Our opponent's going to probably have 3 or 4 Planeswalkers. And we're going to have not even a board presence. But at least they don't get a card. They tried to bounce that. We sacrifice it. We draw. If they have an Ashiok, you can call me done here. Alright, so if we bring out the Uro, the Elspeth Conquers Death It, but we might draw Duress, which I guess is the great hope here. We could also draw an untapped land and get to play the Mire Triton. We don't want the Ghoul to get exiled though. So I guess we play this Uro and just get back the Ghoul? That sounds really bad. Like, that's not going to pressure anything. Everything about this is bad. It is a game not actually worth playing, quite frankly, but we are here. We are doing it. Yeah, having an extra mana doesn't matter. Like playing a Merfolk Secret Keeper, that's not going to do any good. Another Dino. Don't think that's good enough. Although maybe that's what we have to do. When the opponent plays Elspeth Conquers Death, we double Dino them. I hope that's good enough. Ghoul returns.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Enlightenment begins within.
What's it gonna be? Reading that Ghoul. That's gross. But what can you do? Hopefully we get to attack it.
There are so many mysteries to uncover. I have just the trick for this.
Uh-huh. 2 Elspeth Conquers Deaths. Must be nice. So, we still get the card because it's our first one drawn this turn. This is a visual bug. It's a really good experience. Everybody knows. Now we can't gain enough life. We can bring out an Uro. We could do that. The opponent, we don't draw the card. The opponent just plays the other ECD and exiles it. Alright, spam creatures. Make them work. There's the Duress. Perfect. Frickin' perfect. Oh, man. Yep. Everybody get out of the way. There is a pro gamer at work across the table. On the play, fine. This'll do. It's not mind-blowing by any stretch of the imagination. Leyline of Combustion. Wow. Opponent sure knows how to have fun. It's like, how can I play mono red but think even less? I know. Leyline of freaking Combustion. So this is, let's see, becomes the target of a spell or ability, 2 damage. Alright, well, let's hold off on that until we're sure that they're setting up an Embercleave or something. I mean, I know they're mono red and they probably always are, but we don't want to, we might end up discarding this to a Regisaur. It might not actually matter. Like, there's a lot of reasons to hold it. Underworld Ragehound. Do we play a 3-1? If we gain the 3 life, though, we get back a Ghoul. So I hate shocking here, but I think it's right. And we can also play an 0-4. All right, defense. We has the blocks. All right, no Embercleave yet. spits. More spitting. Alright, they've got something strong in hand. Those 3 cards, and they had 3 mana, and the best thing they could play is a spitter. Some people are like, oh, that makes me so happy when I see that. I'm like, that ain't making me happy. That's a bad thing. Alright, I'm going to take this damage, because I think we also get an Uro out of the deal. Oh, nice play. Nice play. You're really gonna resent that. Okay, lava coil, cool. That was a high quality mono red moment, killing the ghoul. It does tap it, but that's the best thing I can say about it. That was very mono red. Oh yeah. Top deck Embercleave, easy. We'll put it to the test at least. Nope. Nope. Didn't has it. I'm so confused. Rah. Alright, we did gain 3 life this turn. We could sacrifice the ghoul to draw a card. It's probably better to worry about board presence, but actually we can hit a land this way. So if we hit a land, an untapped land, put it on top. It's a good deal. It's like it only costs us 1. Now what? Tamaret? Tamaret. Let's do it. So I can exile this Uro or these ghouls. I have another Uro in hand, so this Uro can go. Oh yeah, stuff happening. Poor mono red. It was janky mono red, but janky mono red is still the enemy. Keeps. Do we go in and duress? No. Well, let's save it. There's nothing wrong with saving it. It can be like, we can Uro out a black source, then do it. I like to know what I'm up against. I like them to get set up. I like to duress them at the right time. Make sure that the Uro's in the clear. Stuff like that. Mire. Fill that graveyard. What am I up against? Some kind of a Mardu. Well, no ghouls yet. But no pressure. So I think I'm going in. What? And then it was all creatures. It's Winota! Oh no! Whatever will we do? Now they're going to make a board, and then they're going to Winota, and I'm gonna die! Fun. Fun, I'm glad we did this. It was actually a pretty good slow roll, if I'm being honest. No attacks, we know what's coming. This is another deck that broke out, and we will be featuring soon. The Michael Jacob Winota list. Seems good. Bet 4 Basri's Lieutenant in this list. Because that card is a frickin' stat ball, and we should all be very happy to play it. So, kill these. But protection from multicolored. And look at what they get for it. We killed those, and they get all those knights. Isn't that cool? They get 4 frickin' knights off the lieutenants. Frickin' magical board spotted. Alright, so play this, shock this, play Dino. Pretty sure we can't win. but we can fight. Oh, baby! No, attack with everything. It doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna win. Whatever. Don't be a Winota coward, people. Come on now. Come on. Oh, these are hard decisions. Let's see what all happens. Yep, Double Judith triggers from Legend Ruling the Judith. Kitesail Freebooter, yeah, show him the breeding pool, good stuff. Another Winota, this one Indestructible, Legend Rule, trigger the Judith, yep. You got it. You got it. Now, this deck actually made the top 8 of the PT, so go play on the ladder, you coward. Oh yeah, we can try this nonsense. This is looking proper stupid. But sequencing. Do I shock to secret keep, or do I get the tap land out of the way? Because if I get the tap land out of the way, next turn I Glowspore Shaman, and the next turn I Uro. But it's possible if I do a Secret Keeper and a Glowspore Shaman. I'm not sure what turn. I guess turn 3 we play this, but turn 4 we bring back an Uro. But I think that's going to happen anyway. Let's get the tap land out of the way. I actually don't mind either using Secret Keeper or Duress on turn 3 with the Uro, depending what's going on. And Duress might whiff anyway, but I like to play it at the time when it's most likely to hit their Embercleave. Don't need any more land, so I'm just going to decline, I think. Actually, do we need more land? We're going to Uro next turn. I guess I don't really want to shock. And this is kind of free. I don't want to shock twice, I should say. I have to shock once. I don't want to shock twice. And yeah, they're setting up for Embercleave, but they're attacking. If this actually trades, they don't have Embercleave yet. Because otherwise they'd save it till next turn. Alright, so with that knowledge we can Secret Keep. They also could just play weird. Like, you never really know how people are going to play Magic in unranked free play queues, but I try to draw conclusions from the information I'm given. Sometimes it's just wrong because my opponent doesn't think the way I do. I'm not saying I think more or smarter, I'm saying they think differently. In before comments, oh my god, he's so condescending. He's such a jerk. I'm not even that good. I'm okay. And it's mostly from just being around and watching other good people play for like a stupid amount of years. I'm very aware that I'm not the greatest Magic player, but I'm aware that there are people that think about the game a lot differently from me. I'll put it that way. Alright. Bring him out, bring him out. Big Queecha. So, we can Duress the opponent and get a Secret Keeper, or we could not chalk at all, or we could get a Glowspore Shaman. And I think it's time to play the Duress. I could have hit a Domri last turn, but I think they drew that off the top. So, I'm really not sure what to think of their hand right now. Alright. Double Domri and Shock. What does Shock hit? Not much. It might help the opponent take down the Uro, but let's clear this Domri. Make an 0-4. Fight that Pelt Collector. If they do somehow clear the Uro.
Yeah, we won't answer to other guilds.
Yes. Uro's going to fly. Oh yeah, 9 frickin' 7. Let's go ahead and take you out. Probably can cycle this, so I'm gonna hold it till the last minute, as we're getting plenty of land onto the field.
We will rise again.
But I'm gonna play the Glow Spore. So do I get the Fable Passage? I don't even want land. I'd rather take a raw draw off the top. Although apparently I ran out of black mana. 4 black mana wasn't enough for this turn. Demonic Embrace, Glow Spore Shaman. Maybe I did tap a land there somewhere. This hand is weird. We're going to try it. It's kind of an experiment on if Timret Calls the Dead is a good card. I'm not going to Shock for Duress on turn 1 when I have no follow-up and I'm not sure what I'm doing. I will play it on turn 2 probably. Okay. Mono red again. And oh my god, we play mono red because it's budget and we want to do our daily quest. Sure, then explain your 20,000 gold dragon. Why is it that every time I see this dragon it's mono red, right? You don't have legs to stand on. You have no excuse. Just admit it. You like playing this deck because you like to win. That's fine. I can live with that. Like, not that you even have to impress me. You don't. If you like playing this deck, good. Keep playing it. You're my rival, and we will battle. But don't give me the, I just don't want to be free to play. Look at this garbage. Our opponent is playing mono red goblins, and they've got 20,000 gold dragon. Don't give me the free to play whiny argument. That's all I'm saying. Alright, we're going deep. Where's Uro? If I don't find Uro soon, I'm gonna tilt. On the bright side, a lot of mills, a lot of zombies. Banner achieved. Now what? The Crater Maker and the Ember Hauler can be sacrificed to kill these goblins, and they should, because we're going to gain life equal to the... I said goblins, I mean zombies. They should be sacrificed. But the opponent might spend their mana instead differently. Oh. Okay. Weird. I feel like I should block the unblockables. Like, those are what's going to kill me long term, right? Right. I've got to be able to block my opponent. Wow, this draw. This draw, guys. Oh, that stacked wrong. I guess I have to turn on auto order. Turn off auto order, I should say. Oh, I hate it when that happens when it's something so obvious. We hit a row. See? As soon as I'm not looking, good things start to happen. What else? We want to keep the creatures. We don't want to keep the spells. Alright. Raw. Meet the Titan of Nature's Wrath. You little gobbos. You little gobbos. Alright. 2 land drops this turn. The only thing to do with it would be sacrifice a ghoul to draw a card, which I guess I could do. Trigger, trigger. Coilage. Okay. Unfortunate. Nice top deck. Gonna get exiled here. Still think we're far enough ahead to pull this off, but we did just lose our Uro. It was our only one. Really? Really? You wanna... Okay. Cool. Let's go. All the goblins are now dead. Back to hoarding your gold. Alright. Well... Hope the rest is good. Let's hope. So, with that said, I don't want to get bottlenecked on Black Mana, so I better just play one of these right now. Duress is not good. Duress, no good. Mono frickin' green alert. Okay. So, let's venture deeper. We gotta find a row. We found a ghoul, but we've gotta find a row. Let's just keep venturing. There's nothing to block this turn, so we don't have to be in a rush to play our 0-4. Did we find a row? No. Did we get a million cards deeper to possibly top deck a row? Yes. So, top deck a row, get 2 ghouls. This is a real game. Our opponent has another Stonecoil Serpent, maybe? Wait, why did they... This is turn 2, right? They already played a land. So they're sitting on another Serpent. Yeah. That's a draw. That's fine. Our opponent will do this, but what can you say? They're going to unleash the Gem Razor. We're gonna have, but we get Uro next turn, and then we get the 2 ghouls. But we have to draw the land, actually. All right, hold on to your butts. We need a land drop. Our opponent's god drawing us, and we need a land. Can we get it? Frickin' Gem Razor. What a card. Does it have to be a specific land? This is blue, this is green, this is blue. It can't be a basic swamp. And one of them's already in here, so there's only one more basic swamp in the deck. It also can't be a triome. Oh my gosh. I think it's their first day playing Magic. Like, how much do you have to think about this attack? Regisaur, pretty good draw. I can fight the Angress. The Gem Razor, sorry. Some people are gonna get tilted about that. The Harbinger, sure. Come at me, bro. There, finally got rid of that monstrosity. Ooh. Alright. Come on, Glowspore. Fix me up. Hero and Embrace go to the graveyard, not the basic swamp. We'll take a passage. That's what we need on top. We can play one of these Secret Keepers. We got some blocks. Spore Shaman lines up good with the Harbinger. Yeah. Okay, it's a hand. Maybe Uro flies this game. Temple of Mystery, that's fun, right? Everybody loves that. Let's get the tap land and the green source on the field. We could draw a Glowspore Shaman, and you'd really want to play it on turn 2. Double Duress, let's see what's cooking. Wilderness Reclamation. What a fun deck. I'm so glad we get to play against it. Okay. This is, oh yeah. This'll be great. Two Frilled Mystic and a Hydroid Krasis. Let's go ahead and play the Mire Triton. If they Frilled Mystic the front side of an Uro, that's not the worst thing. Although, of course, we get a Ghoul in the graveyard, so now I really want that life. Alright. Could Duress first. The opponent might Mystic to defend it, unless they have an all-creature hand. There's one unknown card, and they are going to Mystic to defend it. Sweet. we should be aggressive. If they want to fill the graveyard, that's nice too. Burrow gains 3, gets back to Google. Can play this tapped. See what the opponent has to play. Nothing. So they want to counter the Uro coming back. If I go for a Demonic Embrace, maybe they'll counter that. Hits pretty hard. Alright, I say that's fine. Spyro the Dragon. Whiff. So 2 spells at least, and then these 2 that we know about. All non-lands. All non-lands in hand. Flicker of Fate. Exile target creature, then return to the battlefield under its owner's control. Would I rather draw a card, or would I rather get my 3/1? Let's draw the card. We'll get this back later. Flicker of Fate, Frilled Mystic. This degenerate scum. This enemy of the game. Yeah, they have to just say go. They can't do anything else. Their deck is incapable. So they'll Mystic this or not. Okay. I don't think I want to discard to embrace it. The opponent's going to do something about it. They're too scared of the Uro. It's just so lame. Oh my goodness, you're the worst. I bet they run 22 land. You got really lucky to have 5 of them in your top like X many, and then you haven't drawn one since. Yes, of course I hate their deck. Look at it. It has Wilderness Reclamation, it has dumb flicker effects, it has Frilled Mystic. These are all things that people hate to play against. It doesn't matter whether or not I play them sometimes. It's not about if you like playing them. It's like, do you like playing against them? That's the important thing. Alright, 8 cards in the graveyard. We could get our opponent to play this Mystic. But what I'm trying to do, what do I have to get to? I have to get to 11 cards in the graveyard, and then I can play it twice, right? And I need 8 lands to do that. I have the right 8 lands. Could just go for it this turn, go for it next turn, but I don't have enough, right? I would have to get both of these into the graveyard, so it doesn't work. So I have to wait at least one more turn. And they're not doing anything, so it's going fine for me. I'd love to be able to eliminate the Uro if they ever get antsy and decide to play it. Okay. Glow Spore. Alright, punch him again. They're at 14. How much of this can they take? Not that much. That Mystic is just trying to prevent this Uro from destroying them. That's all it's doing. But this is the fuel. I let that resolve. We decline. We don't want another land on top. Let's mark an upkeep stop so we can cast Eliminate on our upkeep. Let's bring out this. The opponent will have to play the Mystic. And then we have it again next turn. We also have them in the bind because we can Demonic Embrace from the graveyard. So they've got to play a flyer here. Or they have to have another counter, we'll see. Lame. But we get to keep our Eliminate. Ashiok. The Demonic Embrace, this could drop them to 1. Let's see what happens if I go for this. Actually, we gotta lead with the Ashiok. We don't want to exile the ghouls. Go ahead, do something about that. What a stupid deck. Oh, I love it though. There's a part of me that absolutely loves it. Good job, dude. Actually, we have to attack first because the opponent might not block. Well, they might block. If they do block, we get one more thing in the graveyard to exile. And ta-da, we kept everything in the graveyard we wanted to keep in the graveyard. Yay!
My victory was but a dream.
Ghouls! Brains! You gonna flicker your frill mystic at me? Huh? 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 Is that what you gonna do? Not afraid of you. Let me be really clear. I might think this deck was cool if I weren't playing against it. But I am. Oh, okay, fine. You got a good game out of me. So wholesome. Evil Magic player. With the good game. Alright, Dennis. Dennis-chan. Your deck gets a mom spaghetti moment. Can it win a game of Mythic on the play, looking at a Dino, looking at an Uro, looking at frickin' Ashiok, all 3 drops. Awkward. Quick shout out. I'm done with shout outs. Don't send me any more shout out requests. This is the last one. But the last one goes out to a special person. Iris, happy birthday to you. So, there it is. Keep. Ma Spaghetti. Let's go. I don't want any more land, but I also want to play this. I'm actually not sure which I should play. Let's do this because I might learn more. Next turn is most likely to be another temple, and I might learn what my opponent is playing, might inform my decision. Ventures? I could have had this on turn 2 if I had lined it up more carefully. Let's keep it though. We need to fuel our graveyard. We need some nightmare fuel up in here. Imara. Yep, it's on. Would you like to sacrifice for nothing? No? Weird. Raw Dino. Come at me, bros. Strong like Donkey Kong. Giant killed. Rip. Okay. It is definitely on. I don't have any sweepers in this deck. This is going to get out of control. Alright, Uro. We need to hit a Silver Smoke Ghoul off the Glowspore Shaman. Rip. Do I need another land? Kind of, but I'm going to decline. I think I need the draw off the top of the deck. And then we need this in the graveyard. That proliferates. My opponent's starting to scare me a lot. So we can get back the Uro, which I think we just need to do. And then we want to hit another Uro, I guess? Or, I mean, if we hit an untapped land, we get to play another Uro anyway, is what I'm trying to say. But You just want to make sure that you leave creatures because of Timuret Calls the Dead. It's a land. So, we could also play the Ashiok, which our opponent might attack. But we have enough mana to play Ashiok and get an Uro back. So, do I want another Uro trigger? I guess I'd rather have the Ashiok. The opponent might even attack it. Always mill yourself with Ashiok in this deck. Don't think it's liable to matter much against our opponent, though. Don't think they care much about an Ashiok. 2 giant killers. This is what happens when you go to rank, guys. Your face gets smashed. Everything's sad. They still have to draw like Basri's, whatever, Unbreakable Formation. The cards that do those things.
Your final terror is upon you.
Exile the non-creatures. Replay the Uro, because how many times? But the giant killers are an absolute wrecking ball to our Uro, by the way. Not good at all. Yeah, I don't think we have a shot. Plus we haven't hit a single Silver Smoke Ghoul. I guess I'll give it a shot with this Glowspore Shaman. This deck could use a Blast Zone, though, that the Glowspore Shaman could get back. Hey, there's a Ghoul. Hey! Hey there. Are you telling me there's a chance? We need our opponent to brick indefinitely. There's totally a chance. All 4 Uros, first Ghoul. Uh-oh, they're touching their creatures. That usually means math. I hate math. Yeah, that's rough. That's really rough. You're pausing on my upkeep. You could just do that later, dude, but okay, whatever. Whatever. Can't make Magic players stop being obnoxious. Can't do it. You can do it however you wanna. Alright, we need this to go away because it's an Anthem. I also need to kill these giant killers. I don't know how I'm ever going to do that, but there you go. Opponent might be scared to block this Ghoul. And I plan to sack it and then get it back anyway. Okay, we take it. Draw a card. Timuret. We still need to gain the life though, so I guess I bring you out. The opponent will have to tap it, but whatever. So tap, tap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 15. So if they see it, they have lethal. They probably just play another Anthem or something stupid like that, but... Weird. Pretty sure that's a... Okay. Oh my god, yeah, make sure you do all the math when you have the Anthem. Good job. Oh my... It makes me so angry. You are scum. But good job playing green-white tokens in Mythic, though. I'll give you props for that, but you as an opponent, I call you scum. And we are back for the post-game wrap-up. It's gonna be an easy one. Don't play this deck. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's novel. I mean, I can't believe this deck was played at the Pro Tour. Maybe the Team of Reclamation matchup is significantly better. The best of one meta is different. Honestly, best of one's its own format. And this is another example of you can't just grab a Pro Tour deck and copy paste it and go play ladder, because I don't think this deck can win 20% of its games on ladder. I think this deck literally would have a sub 20% win percentage. That's my prediction. And I'm not going to go out and try to prove it myself. So, poor Dennis-chan. Poor Dennis-chan. Tried to play something original. The bravery, I applaud. The actual list ain't gonna do it. How would I improve the deck? Well, I wouldn't. I would not play this. I do not think that there is a good Silver Smoke Ghoul deck in the format. You're going to disagree with me in comments because you won like 9 out of 10 games against noobs in the play queue with your Veto Silver Smoke Ghoul deck. But right now, unless we get some better graveyardy stuff, this ain't it. This is as close as you're gonna get. Uro's a freaking amazing card. But you have to devote too much of your deck to garbage. It's just like the discard deck, although worse. Because instead of affecting the opponent's hand, we are affecting our library. We're just filling our graveyard up with some incidental stuff, and it doesn't matter. Because the opponent is doing things that are powerful. Because it's 8-set standard. Everybody has great decks, but us, apparently. So, don't self-mill Silver Smoke Ghoul. Don't suggest Creeping Chill or Narcomoeba in chat, in the comments. Don't. Like, you're not doing yourself any favors by playing more weak cards. Like, trust me. Just leave this alone until we get something else. Alright. So, with that in mind, here's what we're going to do with this deck right here, right now. Deleted. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.